A very unenthusiastic ass from Marin. We're starting.
Enthusiastic.
That's very good. I'm glad. I was thinking. I was like, what can I say that would relate to ass? And nothing was coming up. It was a rare assless day
Well,
for
it turned
me.
out you already said the thing.
I guess I did. I set you up. All right. No countdown to get today. We're going live immediately. We are jumping right into it. No need for no need for any wait in this courtroom as far as I'm concerned. It should just be in and out. Void
What about
Adept,
my
hello
weight?
there. What's
A
up?
drive-through courtroom.
I said, what about my weight?
I said nothing about your weight. All right. As far as I can tell, we should be live and kicking. I posted on the Discord. I posted on the Twitters. Welcome, those of you in the chat. Welcome to a rare occasion where we are just immediately in your face. We had a bit of a slow start. Oh,
No time to prepare with dealing with us.
Kamen Rider Valvarad, although he's not a Kamen Rider at that point. Sanmaru, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 48 months there. Madwheel, thank you so much. Speaking of Valvarad, we went into town the other day. Oh, another long henshin. When the five horns cross, the golden soldier Thouser is born. Presented by Zaya. Thank you, Ankoku no Megami, for the Tier 1 sub there, for getting us on a hype train. Steamu, we are hype training it up. That's one issue that we have sometimes when we do a countdown to start off, is that they get on a hype train and we're sat behind a loading screen. We can't celebrate it with you guys. So here we are celebrating the hype of the stream beginning. I do appreciate it. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 28 months of sub. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well as well.
If we get to level 5, we get kisses.
If we get to level 5, we get kisses.
Never forget.
Oh, we got another one. Arikios. Hey, it's good to see you. Are you on your vacation now, or are you about to go on your vacation? Thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 41 months. Hype! Thank you for fueling that hype train with your henshin. Although that was just an intro clip. Dark Jade, hey man, good to see you. Was there a countdown though? You must have missed it. There was no countdown. We did no countdown this time. We're going rogue. We're going all in. Killing 121, thank you for the hydrate command. My bottle made a strange noise. I don't know if that came through on the microphone.
It did not.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, thank God.
But now I know about it.
It was like a tiny little...
It's really the same.
It's haunting me.
Pepper. Oh, just as a heads up to everyone in the stream chat and the people in the Discord call with me, who I will introduce momentarily, there is a tiny terror jumping around called Pepper.
Oh, no.
He, in the last 48 hours, because for the record... I have switched where my desk is in the living room. It is now on the opposite wall, and Pepper is acclimating to it. And by acclimating, I mean he's climbing all over it on occasion.
He has to re-find the button that turns everything off.
And he did find it right before the stream.
No.
So just as a heads up,
just in time.
If a button gets pressed and I disappear, it's probably Pepper's fault.
He definitely has like a scientific process as well. Like I can attest personally to the scientific process that this little asshole has.
Yeah.
Because he has used it every day for the last several months to like determine exactly what part of my nightstand I do not want him touching.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, it's the CPAP
all of those parts.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, this is exactly what I want to put my mouth on at 6 a.m. if I want you to wake up. So
that the C in CPAP stands for cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cat and chewing.
All right. Really quickly, let me... Thank you, Desert Channel 7, for the 240 bits. Happy Mother's Day to every current or expecting mother here. Thank you for that, and thank you for getting us to a Steam Hype level 2? I think it said level 1, but I'm going to say 2.
This hype train is making my hemorrhoids do
But thank you for the
Harlem
240
Shake.
bits, and yes, happy Mother's Day to anybody out there. It's not Mother's Day back in England, where I come from, but it is obviously Mother's Day in the US and other places, I imagine. So happy Mother's Day to anybody out there. If you are watching, if you are a mother, or if you are watching with your mother, happy Mother's Day. Really quickly, let me thank people for following. Starlight Violets, thank you. Richard Hobo, thank you. Jayco OVA 86, or it could just be J Kuva, thank you for the follow. Colm Maloney 20, thank you for the follow. Kuna LOL, thank you for following. Mortified 777, but instead of mortified, it's MX Mixtrified. Thank you, Mixtrified 777 for the follow. The Mystic Ruby, thank you for following. The Burrito Day, thank you for the follow there.
An ominous day.
That's what I'm celebrating.
Tacos have Tuesday, burrito has some other day. The day, indeed. Large Father V, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 there for 37 months. Happy Mother's Day. From Kamen Rider Black. Biotrough, thank you for the follow. TTV G Sweeze 26, thank you for following. There's a lot of E's. And thank you again to Desert Channel for the 240 bits. And Void Adept, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 19 months. Something, butts. Something, butts. Indeed.
The dark side.
The dark side.
Of your butt.
Yeah. I'm not going to linger there too long. But that's everybody who's subscribed and followed so far. Thank you so much for being here and for checking us out. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. How can it be dual Destinies if there are 3 streamers and 3 main characters?
We match.
My assumption is that the dual Destiny, and you're very generous saying there's 3 main characters. There's 2. There's Athena.
And the third one is not Apollo.
Yeah.
It's never Apollo.
It's really Blackwell, really, at the end of the day. But thank you for the 10 bits there, Azul Magia. It's a good question. Come up with, if anybody has any theories as to why it's called Dual Destinies, feel free to throw them out there. One last thing I want to say before introducing my co-hosts is, as I mentioned, I'm in a different part of the living room. If things sound weird, let me know if I need to adjust anything on my end. And also, we have one of the co-hosts is on a different microphone. Let me know if there are any issues with that, because I am still gauging how loud or quiet people need to be. All right. But speaking of being loud, we are joined by my fantabulous, thunderful partner in life and crime and justice and streaming, Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Aaron Miller, here today with your gay update.
Oh, shit. I wasn't ready. Sorry. Ninja Warlord distracted me because he gave me 10 bits and said, anyone get pegged yet?
Oh.
That was the gay update.
Not
Stay
yet.
tuned.
Well, I was gonna have a depressing gay update, but fuck it. I remembered I had something good happen this week, so I'll just switch over to that.
Yeah.
On Monday, I had a appointment with a gender therapist to discuss further pursuit of gender affirming care, which for me includes perhaps cleaning up my top. I do not want to yeet the teats. But if I could make them not as floppy, that would be great, because they're heavy and they hurt. And
don't eat the teats. Complete the teats.
I like the teats. I want them to stay, but they need to change.
Calm down, teeth.
Yeah, I'm sick of their shit. And I was also kind of wanting to get jaw augmentation.
Jaw augmentation. Yeah.
Jaw augmentation. For transmasculinization surgery. I'm not necessarily transmasculine, but I've always felt like I had a really weak jaw and chin, and I fucking hate it. And also, there's a procedure called a metoidioplasty. And I'm not going to get too into detail because I'm sure Martin will probably have some sort of a stroke or heart attack.
Rude.
Because
why are you throwing me under the bus? I would have supported you.
Because it involves talking about penises.
Okay.
So, heaven forbid. But
you limited yourself before.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll talk about my penis.
I hope every single time you talk about anything penis adjacent, you have to be like, and Martin's gonna hate this, but
when we're on your stream, yeah, I am. But no, I'm not thinking about getting a phalloplasty because that's a bit too much for me. But there is such a thing as a metoidioplasty, which kind of uses the natural growth that happens to your bottom when you take testosterone, and then sort of enhances it, makes it more of like an actual like micropenis. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, so that's what I went in and got referrals for earlier this week. Also, I asked for a referral to get an autism diagnosis because why not? I think I might have
Might as
it.
well. Might as
Yeah.
well throw it in there.
Yeah, well, they
As long as
asked,
you're
they
getting
were like,
referrals anyway.
they were like, "Do you think you might have autism?" And I'm like, I
Did
kind
they
of
just
do.
bring that up without any other context? They were just
Yeah,
like, hey.
yeah, they did.
Like,
They also asked
wow.
about my ADHD as well. So it's a whole screening process, actually. They had me answer.
ADHD.
It was just over an hour of different kinds of questions like, how long have you lived in this identity? Steps have you taken? Do you have a support group? How have they reacted? That sort of stuff. So it's not like quite the same as. It's not like I can literally just walk in and be like, hello, give me a penis, please. And they're like, hello, yes, whatever you say, ma'am. And also, it's
Well,
even
I think the point where they call you ma'am is when you walk out.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, thank you. And then also, even with the referrals, it's going to take like 14 to 16 months because there is a bit of a wait list. This particular
Everybody
intern,
wants a penis these days.
I know. Well, and there's only one team
You-
at this hospital that does it. So
Wow.
I hope they're like a pit stop crew and they bring someone
yeah,
in.
Yeah. It just takes like
Yeah.
maximum 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's very efficient, but it's a big wait.
but it is very interesting because like there are certain parts of like transmasculinization that are very kind of uncharted even still. So like the teams on that are not, as far as I understand, they're quite limited. So that's why there's such a long waiting list. Anyway,
Well, thank you for sharing, Marina. Thank
Well,
you
at
for
least you're
people.
getting on the waiting list.
Yeah. Oh, are we buffering? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
You can hear me? All right, but Insis, if your stream is buffering, sorry, that coincided with a silence for me, so I didn't know if I was getting disconnected. But yes, thank you to everybody in the chat for sharing their own experiences as well. I do appreciate that. It's very helpful when we hear from each other on these subjects because, of course, you know, the more we talk about it, the more we understand. We are also joined by the... I need to come up with like a list of soup-related adjectives that I can just pull from at any time. Any good ones, Marin? Can you think of any?
frothy,
Brothy, but that's it's very specific.
tasty, creamy,
I guess like what soup isn't brothy?
emulsified.
It's true, but I'm trying to think of like actual adjectives that would apply to people as well.
Brothy.
Yes.
Thick.
There you go. Okay, the thick, brothy co-host with the most. Soupy McSuperson. Hello, Soupy.
Hi, I like Soupy McSuperson. That was good.
There you go. I'm not good with adjectives. I'm good with nouns or names.
I don't think I have any exciting updates though.
You are the exciting update.
I did start a new Stardew Valley file with some friends.
Oh, now hang on. They did a big update recently, right?
Yes, so we did start on the new farm, which
There's a new farm.
yeah, it's a new farm type called Meadowlands, I think, where it's just like it has like a new different kind of grass that I guess animals like, but like the farm is now like huge for that one. So that's fun.
So
But,
maybe the meadow actually comes. You don't have to like grow grass for them to eat.
It's kind of like the grass kind of grows the same as like other farms. There's just like some grass that's like blue now, and I guess the animals like that better. But like, so like we built the silo so that like when we like scythe the grass, then it just automatically goes to the silo, right? But it doesn't come up as like a different kind of hay, so I don't know like what the real difference is yet. But so like I was the one hosting the farm, so I was like putting in my name and then the name of the farm and then like what I like. So I was literally just like filling out like, okay, my name is Soupy. We named the farm Soup Keg Farm.
Soup what farm?
And then Soup Keg Farm.
Oh.
And then then you fill out like the thing that you like, and I would just put soup. So, so that was
The
easy.
easiest survey you've ever filled out.
Basically.
I love a good character
But yeah, that's
creation
my
system.
exciting update. Same.
That is an exciting update. You remind me. Oh, it's just Karika. Thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 40 months.
It's because he's
long ago,
bisexual.
20th century. Do appreciate that. And Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the 100 bits. This stream is sponsored by butts. It doesn't matter if they are big and beautiful or small and compact. Your butt is glorious. Butts love the cheeks you have. Heart.
Or
I do agree with this sentiment. Thank you, Caleb. And thank you for the 100 bits and the butts. And Vampiro.
Jerry has named the farm correctly. Soup Peg Farm.
I wish.
Vampiro, thank you for the Vamp Redeem. You mentioned a scythe there while talking about Stardew Valley, and it reminded me that me and Marin went to the Da Vinci exhibit in LA, and they had on display various sort of concepts that Da Vinci had designed. Obviously, his flying machines and all that, but he also had a bunch of different boat designs, presumably for military purposes. Oh, hang on. This is where the alerts start to crash on me. Just Ellie86, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 35 months there. All hail the butts, and apologies if the alerts start acting up as a result of that. Thank you, Just Ellie, for the sub. I do appreciate all your support there. But one of the boats that Da Vinci designed was like, it just had a regular boat body, and then he was like, we could put a scythe on like the side of it, like a big boat-sized scythe that we could just sail toward people and like fuck them up with the scythe. But it made me think this would be a much better idea if you had like a little island with like a bunch of wheat growing on it, and you could just sail around it and cut all of it while in your boat, chilling out.
He also
How long
had,
is
like,
this scythe?
Not that
It was-
long.
It was pretty fucking long.
It was long enough to hit like another boat.
It was like a 20-foot scythe.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds like a battle bot.
It was. He also had
Oh.
a boat. He also had a boat that was called the Scorpion, and it was
Yeah.
like, instead of having the scythe, because the scythe was on a vertical rod, and then you would like go whoosh, kind of like to hook the sail rod, I guess. And so and the scythe was horizontal. Then he made this other boat called the Scorpion, and this motherfucking boat, it was just like a catapult sort of, but it launched an axe that was shaped like a scorpion tail.
God.
And I'm like, what? How would you even control it flopping all the way forward and not breaking your boat? Like, I don't. How could this thing sting anything? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, but he had
He's
some
just
pretty.
doing his best.
Yeah, he just was like an ideas guy. He was like, this ain't gonna work, but it's cool to think about.
It was
Well,
the Mark
that's cool, though.
Zuckerberg of design.
The coolest thing was that I guess the King of France was like, you better design something really cool for me, Da Vinci. And Da Vinci was like, all right, bet. And then he literally designed an animatronic lion that would walk 6 steps after like, it's like a mechanism of some sort. I think he winds it up or something. It walks like 6 steps and then its chest opens and it's got a bunch of lilies in there. And I'm like, whoa. But honestly, if they used any of Da Vinci's ideas in a Phoenix Wright game, I bet that lion would somehow be where the thing would open and there'd be a dead body in there. And Phoenix
That's where
Wright.
the third person was.
Yeah, the third person was Da Vinci.
I'm waiting for that case.
And we need that. They could probably do that. Let's do Phoenix Wright time travel game where he has to get a bunch of historical figures declared innocent. I think that would be fun.
Well, maybe they'll just do like so we have the games where it's like Phoenix's great 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 grandpa. Maybe they'll just go like several more greats further,
Yeah.
and then we'll get like Renaissance era Phoenix Wright's ancestor.
Yes.
I would like that.
So we have the ancestor who was a lawyer. Maybe now we can have the further ancestor who was an artist, and then that's how Phoenix Wright came to be.
What if Phoenix Wright's great 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 etc. grandfather was Leonardo da Vinci? Well, I guess he's
That
gay
would be
and
the
didn't have
saddest
children.
thing ever.
I was gonna say Leonardo da Vinci was gay, so maybe that doesn't work. But also, is Ryunosuke not gay?
Okay, well,
Maybe this is just a long line of like Like
I
Phoenix just comes
think-
from an extremely long line of gay dads.
I think that
Somehow.
Ryunosuke probably had a son due to some unfortunate accident. Like he tripped and his penis fell into a woman and he
Okay.
came. You
Yeah.
know, like
Okay.
that sort of. I just can't imagine
Yeah.
Ryunosuke coming onto a woman at all,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
anyone. Like he's a dumbass. I can't.
I mean,
Yeah,
my
agreed.
my
because
thank
he's
you,
bisexual.
indecent penguin for the Vampire Team. My concern was less the gay aspect and more the fact that Phoenix Wright of all people was a descendant of Da Vinci, and he's like he eats necklaces and just is a fucking.
Well, that's what I was saying. It would be funny if Leonardo
Well,
da
it's because he's
Vinci
just a dramatic bitch.
but I think Leonardo da Vinci was kind of Phoenix Wrighty in his own way. You know,
You
all
think
he did was
sniffed a
write
bunch of
shit.
artwork?
He probably sniffed a bunch of artwork for sure. Definitely his own. I think
Probably.
he sniffed his own artwork and was like, "This is awful."
Yeah, like all artists, really.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
And
Well,
that's the main trait that filtered down from Leonardo da Vinci to Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, he carried on the paint sniffing
the
gene.
sniff test.
Yeah.
Thank you, Art Ninja, for the hydrate command there, and Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix Wright, Attorney's Creed, get on it, Capcom.
Yes. Also, the Ace Attorney movie, which I want to write. Let me write it.
Yes.
Now, here's where we have to
We've already
say.
got some backstory planned.
Here's where we have to
Mhm.
say to people in the chat who haven't joined us before. Yes, we know there's an Ace Attorney movie. We've seen it multiple times. We're talking about a new animated movie.
There's not an Ace Attorney.
We literally
movie.
talk about Gregory Edgeworth being in line in hell all the time.
It's true.
Super Hell.
All right. Dark Jade. Last time on Dual Destinies, we questioned Norma de Plume about what she saw with her mentioning an incident that was very, very similar to this one, which had taken place a year ago during our questioning of her. While we made... Now, I misread that as it had taken place a year ago during our questioning. I was like, did we start questioning her a year ago? Is that how long it's been? While we made some progress on this, Blackwell isn't willing to back down, with him calling Marlon to the stand to give more evidence. However, oh yeah, rap guy. However, Phoenix and Athena were able to make Marlon reveal his information about events was gotten secondhand from Sasha herself. That's right, and we are calling Sasha to the stand now to be like, what's all this then? Do you guys feel up to starting a game session?
I suppose.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, you know what else
What
I
if you
did this
said
week?
no?
Where?
Oh. I can talk about the Pegging Cinematic Universe until we're done. I'll just start reading.
What do you mean
it out
until
loud.
we're done?
Until we're done streaming.
Oh.
I edited 10 pages of it this week, and I now have a shorthand that is
How many pages are there?
50.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to
You
write a
wrote a
novella.
novel.
Yeah, I'm trying to write a little short.
No, you
erotic
wrote a
novella.
novel.
And here's the thing, it needs more pages because I'm reading this and there's no explanation of the backstory because, of course, it's a fan fiction when I started writing it. So now I'm like, oh, now I need to have a whole section explaining what the fuck happened between these two men to make the sexual tensions so intense. Because, of course, I'm changing
You
everybody's
mean like
name.
when you change the names, right?
I'm
Yeah,
changing the
right,
names
right.
now, yeah.
Cookie Juice, thank you for the 200 bits. Just going to drop these real quick. Have a great stream, and remember, you're all amazing. Thank you, Cookie Juice. Appreciate it, and I like your little... I don't know if it's a Moogle emote, but it looks like it.
They gotta go back to the cookie squeezing factory.
All right. Azel Magia, thank you for the 50 bits. Question. How do you feel about the fandom perception of... We should do, like, little in-between streams where we, like, talk about just general Phoenix Wright stuff. How do you feel about the fandom perception of Manfred von Karma as an outright abusive father? Apparently a lot of material, including the anime, does show him having nice and supportive moments towards Edgy. Also, him calling Edgeworth worthless in Investigations 1 was apparently a mistranslation. I mean, he's obviously still a bad guy, but I do think it being vague just about just how bad he is makes him kind of interesting to dissect. I mean, I will speak for myself. Yeah, I'm sure there's nuance there, but there are very abusive parents who are very nice to their kids at times, and it doesn't take away from the enormous amount of abuse that they could still be doing. I mean, Manfred von Karma, I understand why that perception exists of him. There's obviously not much to take from the canon that implies directly that that is what was going on, but based on how Edgeworth turned out, I think it's fair to assume that at the very least, he was extremely strict with him.
Yeah, I would definitely say that like Miles, the trauma is not just like from the dad dying, it's compounded from the very strict upbringing. Like, I can't say that anyone that raises a daughter like Franziska von Karma is very well balanced or nurturing. And supportive doesn't necessarily mean loving.
That's the big thing.
And also, like, as far as him being supportive goes, like, what if maybe they wanted different careers
Yeah, what if he
other than
wanted
being
to remain
prosecutors?
a defense attorney? What if he was like, now I'm even more determined to like be a defense attorney? Do you think Von
Yeah,
Kama would have
exactly.
accepted that? I don't think it would have.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that supportive, and also I don't trust the anime with anything ever.
Yeah.
And just look at how his children turned out.
Yeah, just look at Franny. Like, no normal person carries around a whip.
Also, he killed his father and then tried to frame him for it.
That's kind of the worst
He
possible
tried to frame him
thing.
for the murders of 2 different people.
It's kind of the worst possible thing you can do to someone you consider a son.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, but thank you for...
I'd also say like somebody can be nice to adults and be very mean to children, because children are a completely different power dynamic,
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day...
There's a lot of parents who are like, perfectly fine in public and then not fine at home.
You know what though? I think this conversation really highlights how interesting it is to be like, this character, like, you can look at a character that's like very normal and just not give a shit, and you can look at a character that's super insane and love the shit out of them in the fiction. And then when you're in real life, it's completely the opposite. Like, when it comes to like the boys from Free, like everyone fucking lusts over all the real like motherfuckers with the personalities and stuff, and I'm over here like, no, Makoto is bae because he's the boring one. He's the one that's gonna like make you dinner and clean the house. That's the one that you want to marry. You don't want to marry like the flaky one, or they're great characters to look at from afar, but do I want to live with that character?
Yeah, you don't want to marry the one who only eats mackerel.
Yeah. That
fucker doesn't want to go out to dinner with you. He just wants to eat canned mackerel.
Yolanator says Makoto can't actually cook.
All right,
that doesn't mean he won't try.
Yeah, he'll try, okay? And maybe he'll do the chores. If he does the chores, or if he can heat up a mean macaroni and cheese,
If he'll do the dishes, I'll cook.
Oh, he made me so superly salty. That motherfucker. What a dick.
That motherfucker. Okay, he's the most problematic one.
Yeah, I take it back. I'm marrying Rin now. I need the shark teeth.
Oh boy. You mean Reen?
No.
Miyano Mamoru.
All right. Oh, who wouldn't marry Miyano Mamoru?
Which one is that? Oh, he was Miyano Mamoru?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
I have no idea.
Let me look this up. Rin, free voice.
I was too distracted knowing who voiced him in English.
Yes, it is Miyano Mamoru.
Ah, 20 out of 10.
Oh, I see. This is the thing. I googled it, and it says Rin voiced by, and then the first name that comes up is the high-speed free starting days version, where he's apparently voiced by a lady.
Oh, that's the middle school
right
one.
So he's younger.
Yeah. I still have the theory. I'm like, I bet y'all made that movie to like throw cold water on the fangirls that were shipping all these boys. You can't ship them if they're middle school. Oh, yes, they can.
Okay.
They can.
Now that will not stop anyone.
Unfortunately.
One last heads up before we dive into the actual game. Pepper is lying very, very comfortably on my PC. It's possible his butt will rest on the power button. So if I go away, it's the cat's fault, but I'm not going to stop him from sleeping on my computer. All right. I think you said this line last time, Soupy, and in fact, I think we go into a little loading screen, so I'm going to click and then see what happens.
Okay. Go for it.
I told you. Called it.
You're right,
Perfect.
Yolanator. Shipping can have hand holding and
I like how we started the
cuddling.
stream with a to be continued.
I know.
All
right?
right, well, great stream, everyone.
Good job, everyone. No, we don't have to save. We already did. July 21st, 10:39 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I just bought some canned mackerel from the supermarket, so I feel a bit called out, Soupy.
Ooh,
As long as you have some other things in your diet, it's fine.
I'm so excited because my cholesterol's high. That's not why I'm excited, but now I get to eat. I get an excuse to eat anchovies all the time, so I'm very excited.
Mozzarella's coming downstairs.
Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha?
I'm gonna be very cross when I examine her, yes. I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down. I'm not sure what we established that would require that, but... Alright, because they heard it in the other room?
Dudensis has a very important question. If you write a piece of fiction where two characters befriend each other, are you shipping them? Yes.
I think that's arguable, yes.
There are platonic ships.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Rhymes, why did you lie? I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. Sorry, I've started thinking of him as Jesse now. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her. Athena? Did we lose Soupy? Did I disappear?
Soupy's dead.
Oh no, we lost Soupy.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I'm like, now that we've actually started, I'm lagging a lot.
Oh no.
No.
We'll give it a sec. Apologies.
Every time I think it's better, it sounds choppy again.
Oh, it's so weird. Do you want me to try rebroadcasting somehow or something? Oh, weird. Apologies, folks. We're having a bit of a technical issue. We'll probably take a little bit here to wait for it to resolve.
Oh.
In the meantime, I'm trying to think of other things that have been ongoing. I'm working on Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode 87. I'm actually well into the script and edited a bunch of video footage together. Well, not together, but I've edited video to get started on it. So I'm trying to dive right into that. Yes, Roger Corman did pass away. That is a real, obviously a big loss for the movie community. Senmaru, thank you for the hydrate command. Super, can you hear us?
Oh boy, they are struggle busing.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, it seems. How far?
Like every time I think it's getting better, then like it just gets super choppy again.
Gosh.
San Francisco.
Soupy, are you okay if I just try rebroadcasting it to Discord?
I heard part of that.
Oh.
I think it's their internet. I don't think rebroadcasting is going to make a difference.
Okay.
It's my internet. Yeah, especially if it's working fine for you guys, then
yeah,
I'm like 99% sure it's just my internet.
We had the Aurora this week. I don't know if anyone saw that. I guess it didn't get south of San Francisco, so we didn't see anything down here. But we had friends who saw it in Tallahassee, Florida, and Maine, and Connecticut.
Yeah.
I saw pictures in Michigan.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Mozzarella is coming downstairs. Not 2 minutes later, Soupy's internet is dying. Coincidence? Mozzarella was fleeing the scene, clearly. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Here's a distraction topic. How do you feel about the chairs? I started watching season 3 of GX and I'm appreciating him as a character a lot. Also, Professor Viper. I like Chaz. I think Chaz is a very entertaining... It would be very easy to just present another iteration of Kaiba, and I feel like a lot of people kind of expected another Kaiba from him. But he's kind of a disaster. I like that about him. But he's a disaster that sort of lets it roll off him like water off a duck's back. He just... Even though he has what a lot of people would say to be the saddest cards with the Ojamas in his deck, he manages to look like a badass using them. Yeah, Zane is more the Kaiba of GX. You're not wrong there, Sir Straw Hat. Okay, Soupy.
Oh.
No. Soupy wrote in the chat, said, be right back. Y'all gonna try restarting real quick. But yes, Chaz is a fun character. The Ojamas, honestly... I'm not a big fan of, just because that's not really my style of comedy. It's obviously very, I say physical comedy. It's very silly comedy. And, you know, I guess I like some silly comedy, but I don't like it being delivered to me by these 3 upsetting little things. They're okay. Maybe I just don't, I need to play the game to appreciate them. They're weirdos. You're right, Azelmagia. Do you have any opinions on the Ojamas, Marin?
I don't know what they are.
All right, well, I'll get a picture of them for you.
Are we going to share it on the Twitch?
I mean, people in my stream know what the Ojamas look like.
So you're going to show it to me in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay. I'm preparing myself.
It's something. Like, I don't know... I mean, I'm sure you have seen these, but...
An Ojama fashion show.
An Ojama fashion show.
I don't like them.
You see, wow, that's... Whoa, just as upsetting, Proto Badger.
Preliminary opinion, not favorable.
I've actually come to kind of enjoy aspects of them because I've watched Kamen Rider, and they kind of remind me of the... perfectly timed, Vampiro. Change Beetle, indeed. They kind of remind me of the Imogen from Deno, but they're like an sort of infantile style humor version of them. I don't know. Like, they're obviously meant to be upsetting. They're meant to be really silly. It's just a little too much for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this weird, like...
The teeth. I mean... The mouth.
Yeah, the mouth and the underwear. Like, why are you wearing underwear and nothing else?
The underwear is fine. I think the underwear is funny. And I honestly think the underwear is like one of the only parts of it that I do think works as intended.
Man, what a bunch of suck-ups.
Really quickly, thank you, Princess King Forever, for the 100 bits. And Sir Straw Hat, sorry I didn't answer your question before. Thank you for the 10 bits, though. Speaking of Kamen Rider, now that I know you've seen it, I have to ask, if Decade was supposed to destroy the AR Riders instead of befriending them, why the hell didn't Wataru tell him that at the start? I'll tell you why. Because they were making shit up. Because they were making shit up. It's pretty clear. Spoilers for Kamen Rider Decade, but it basically ends, even though they've kind of established that him being the destroyer of worlds is kind of a misnomer, it then is like, no, yes, he is the destroyer of worlds, and he's supposed to destroy the other riders. But also, being around the other riders means that their worlds connect, and then they start destroying each other. So it's not his fault, but it is his fault. It's pretty obviously thrown together at the end. Oh, I've lost the game, hang on. There, it's back.
Yeah.
Princess King Forever, I do appreciate those 100 bits there. But yes, like a lot of things about Kamen Rider, narratively, it doesn't necessarily hold up under a lot of scrutiny. But at the end of the day, that show in particular, Kamen Rider Decade, is not something you watch for the ongoing story. It's something you watch for the ongoing characters. The characters are the highlight of that show. The story barely exists. And when they actually do sort of put together a climax in the All Riders versus... What is it? All Riders versus Die Shocker movie, that's great. But at the same time, even when they establish more about the backstory and about what's going on and give you a big climactic fight, At no point was I waiting for that. I was just enjoying hanging out with those characters.
Welcome back, Sue.
Can you hear
Oh.
me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Yes. I might be okay for now, at least.
I hope so. It would be a shame if we couldn't
Me
play this
too.
with you. All
Maybe
right.
not.
Oh. Ah.
Nope, I'm lagging again.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure what the ideal solution for this is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I mean,
It might be because like the weather's also not great here
For the weather.
Oh,
yeah.
right now. It's not like raining or anything, but like it's overcast and foggy at least. So I don't know if that has something to do with it.
Now, how is it just the Discord part that's lagging? Like the Discord, is it the call?
I think so.
Okay.
Like when this starts up, I usually pause the stream like on Twitch
Right.
just to see if that helps a little bit. But
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be like, you could watch the Twitch stream, but I don't think that's going to be much help if you can't hear us talking.
no, especially because the Twitch stream is behind the Discord stream.
Exactly. Yeah. Azul Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. Zane is a funny character to me because he's basically a character that runs meta dropped straight into the show. Like his whole thing is, I'm going to OTK you now, and apparently using plays from the actual card game. Very cool. No, I'm very sorry about that, Soupy. I'm sorry that your internet's being a butt.
Well, it sounds kind of okay for now.
Okay,
so,
we could try going further.
yeah,
Okay.
let's try. We'll see
try.
what happens. But why would you go to all those lengths?
Did you see the entry for the 20th on that calendar? The note about meeting the captain at the Orca pool? Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. I think it's probably Sasha's.
What? Then that means...
I guess it does look like more of a woman's calendar than a man's. Oh, way to emphasize the gender binaries there.
calendars, Phoenix, right?
Calendar updated in the court record apparently belongs to Sasha. A meeting with the victim was scheduled for 7 a.m. on the 20th.
On the calendar entry just says, kill him.
And I am a girl. Nirvana PSN, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 41 months there. Standing by. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Nirvana. I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha. Mr. Wright, I gotta go back to the aquarium to look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you on the other end of that TV phone. The TV phone. Please take care of Sasha. Women be penguins. Or penguining.
Okay, we can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus.
You're right. After all, we're the only ones who can save Orla.
Enough about penguins.
No, talk more about them.
Soupy's like, this is the penguin holdup.
Newt, motherfucker. July 21st, 11:02 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Penguins.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to the stand.
I mean, again.
Do not do in my courtroom.
Oh, fucking
Too late.
You do it one time.
He's like, can't do anything these days.
God damn. What about the bird, though? All right. Again,
No, what you do.
You waste your breath.
Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the 50 bits. Joke's on you, Phoenix. That calendar clearly belongs to Crump. Nah.
LOL. Me name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by dread pirate Nostache. Nostache.
No stash.
None of them. Nostache. Mustache? What the fuck?
Nose pass.
I guess no stash refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time.
Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full
This
beard.
This is just more evidence that Blackwell is a trans man.
He's just like, I'm trying, okay?
I'm working really hard.
I want this conversation to lead to the Office style. Wait, does the judge have a mustache?
Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court?
Captain Judge? I rather like that.
I'm gonna have it instead of Captain Crunch.
Makes me feel like a salty old sea dog.
And scene. How is that for a self-intro? The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation. I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at Shipshape Aquarium. I perform in our Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show alongside Orla as her trainer.
Well, you seem like a completely different person now.
You really think so? Thanks. I was in my pirate show persona just then. That's why I'm still using the voice.
Her pirate persona is just slightly changing the dialect.
Yeah, I'm not as over the top. Like that guy, he's like Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs. But when I laugh, I'm like, har 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 har. You know, it's very different. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I like.
And then he yelled at me for it.
And then he yelled at me.
I bet money he didn't think you were going to do it like that.
And what will this witness testify about?
Not a pirate.
The orca manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down.
I hate when orcas manipulate me into playing volleyball.
I hate manipulative orcas.
It's like I'm done playing the volleyball and then I realized I was manipulated into it and I'm like, man!
Fucking orcas.
I fucking had fun again with a dolphin. No, a whale. Some sea mammal.
The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death. Yes,
The noise did it?
the noise. No, wait just a minute! Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes.
Wait just a minute. Burp. There we go.
How'd you get that out? She even spiked the ball. I didn't know how long it was going to take. She even
That's valid.
She spiked the ball at the giant octopus's leg yesterday when I was cleaning.
Voided, thank you for the clock up. So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh?
But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little ball. Huh. I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast. But you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. You idiot. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling on the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball. Wait! Is that what we're talking about?
That's a great sprite. The fish sword.
I came in here to give Prosecutor No Stash a good keel hauling.
That's pirate for pegging.
Yeah. He definitely
Neil
deserves
Holland's cinematic universe.
But no, but the one I'm getting, but I'm the one getting the cat of nine tails. Ooh, he's as vicious as a tiger shark.
Are tiger sharks vicious?
I mean, I've been attacked by one several times in Dave the Diver. So, yeah.
Expert.
Good point. Miss Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be all right. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you, the one that keeps attacking you and Dan the Diver.
Dave!
Dave, sorry.
Dan the Diver. Danny, no!
Take you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal.
Oh boy. The fish puns are coming hot and fast.
So am I.
No.
No, never.
All right, Miss Buckler. Please proceed with your testimony.
I come to
Dun dun dun. Hearing the noise.
I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise. She would squeal.
Badinsis says, quick Googling suggests tiger sharks are docile. So I call bullshit on Buckler right now.
Are you saying Dave the Diver is scientifically inaccurate?
Wow. Wait till I tell Dan about this.
Yeah, right.
But the aquarium's guest scream. But hang on.
Go
But
on.
the aquarium guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. I talked to Norma de Plume first and went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
Yeah, Vampiro, there is official Godzilla DLC for Dave the Diver. We don't have it, but I'm curious to see how it works.
It's the free game you get this month with PlayStation. One of them.
No, it's on the PlayStation Extra, the tier up from PlayStation Plus.
Oh, so we can't keep it?
No, we keep it. It's just you have to have that service to access the game.
I see.
Her story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony.
Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's... Oh, that's a fucking... The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order of the witness... The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claims don't stand up or hold up.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard.
Orla. She doesn't?
Did I stutter? I was distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I heard first. I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry I'm no help.
Orla.
As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water.
I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Blackwell's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. I want to save Orla. I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small.
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
I feel like most Twitter users must have been trained by these games because people are often just looking for the smallest contradictions in what people are saying.
Yeah, right. Like, they do not care about the greater context of anything.
All right. Let's find the greater context. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise. Are we pressing?
I think we're pressing.
Okay.
Hold it!
What made you think Orla was summoning you?
Orla knows the sound of her cries doesn't carry far enough. So sometimes she summons people by making a loud noise. That Orla is smarter than the average whale, I tell you. Taka would not be bested in a battle of wits.
All right, let's go. Volleyball match. Taka versus Orla.
Taka would not be bested in a battle of homophobia.
My bird is more homophobic than your whale.
Wait a minute. Widget is the most homophobic of all.
Oh, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the most homophobic one of all?
No.
Widget!
Widget, no. Why are you celebrating this? I... Am I expected to enter Trucy into this? My kid is more homophobic than yours, a palooza? And did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately?
I couldn't right away, although I was concerned about her, of course. Ew.
But the Aquarium's guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent.
Pressing.
Over the walkie-talkie?
Hold it!
You heard Miss DePlume scream?
That's right. I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his
But
rounds.
doesn't that imply that she had a walkie-talkie?
No, because I heard
No,
it through the
because
guard making his
yes, you
rounds.
just said it was the guard. But why
alright.
didn't the guard help?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I can still hear it in my head.
Wow, you paint a picture.
Ah, it was so loud. I thought it was a sea lion.
The loudest
Ah.
mammal. Mr. Plume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually. Come on, Phoenix, with your bullshit.
Wow, Mr. Wright, that's kind of fucked up.
Shit.
Super fat phobic. I
Is
think
it
somebody
because sea
should
lions
sit
are
on you.
majestic and beautiful?
Yeah.
We're skipping.
I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah, let's skip this.
I guess a theme. Whoa, everybody calm the fuck down.
What did you do after
characters,
hearing the visitors scream? Can we please get back on topic here?
The characters are going rogue. They're inspired by us.
Okay.
Hold it!
I think somebody should sit on Phoenix, right, and make him apologize. But he
You
probably wants that.
God.
you and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room?
Oh yeah, and apparently that obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why after talking to her, the guard and I went off to the pool room together. But why be the wench so suspicious? Grr. I demand the swordfish duel. That's what I felt like saying to her anyway,
I would have been more enthusiastic at the time.
but I'm not.
I'm afraid I don't get it. That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarrel with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor? I was playing Genshin Impact. Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright?
Because you were playing Genshin Impact!
And why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor?
Because you weren't playing Genshin
Weren't
Impact.
playing Genshin
Playing
Impact.
Honkai Star Rail.
Honky Tonk Rail is inferior.
Miss, disagree. Miss Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room. Thank
Martin
you,
has
E-Man.
opinions on MiHoYo. Cringe.
I am cringe.
Alright, enough about MiHoYo. When the guard and I got there, we saw that
Me ho yo ho ho.
MiHoYo yo ho yo yo yo.
No. Alright, the equipment was lying everywhere.
Hold it!
Hoity toy.
What do you recall about the scene exactly?
I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing a captain like that. If you ask me something specific, I might be able to remember, though.
Alright, here we go. Specific questions, huh? Okay, let's see. What should I ask her about? Oh, we got a Maya He.
I think probably the things.
Thank you, Caleb's Wildfire, for the Maya He Maya Who. We're gonna ask about the stuff. The things.
Things and stuff.
Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around? Around?
Oh, they were equipment and props for the new show.
The new show.
Yar. We were supposed to debut a brand new swashbuckler spectacular yesterday. We already defeated the giant octopus in No Stash after all. We were gonna have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer.
Wait, so where's this red stash at?
Well, why don't you take a fucking look at the flyer that I'm handing you? Right there.
Yeah, I think it was just him just
Oh.
wearing a red mustache.
Okay. I was like, here's the third man.
Oh, that's the flyer Rifle was distributing.
Captain Orla has a new rival featuring the dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf.
Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? Ooh, I wish it could be me.
Well, it's a murder weapon.
Yeah, I wish it could be me.
Oh, leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it and to want to be it.
Leave it to Athena.
Orla's even got some new tricks for the show. For the new
What
show.
trick? What are the new tricks?
Don't ask
She
questions.
killed someone.
She killed someone, yeah.
It's not a show you can do every night, really.
No.
No, you can get a new person every night.
Well, maybe I'd say once a week.
Volunteers from
we
the
talked
audience.
about it. If we did like every day, then we'd start getting tracked down by the
Yeah.
cops really fast.
This is perfect for audience participation.
Swashbuckler Flyer, an advertisement for a new show. It was dropped by a penguin. What a descriptor.
Imagine them like playing off killing somebody like an accident every single day, multiple times a day.
So all the stuff that fell down was for the new show, is that it?
That's right. A bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. Your
Stacks
Honor,
on
for the
stacks on
record,
stacks.
I'd like those stacks added to the witness's testimony.
Stacks on stacks.
Very well. Miss Buckler, please add those stacks to your testimony.
Sure ting, Benjamins.
All right. Props for the new show everywhere, and the captain was in the middle of it all. Hang on. Let's have a look here.
You weren't.
He were not. He was in the middle of the coins in the fucking pool, surely.
You fucking liar!
So we show
Lying liar.
we show the photo, yeah?
We can try.
Why do you lie,
Oh no.
liar? Oh,
This
no.
piece of evidence clearly exposes the witness's lie.
I guess maybe we pressed.
It does? In what way?
In a kind of way that you just don't understand, but trust me.
My brain is big.
It does indeed expose something. Your ass. There's nothing untoward about that evidence, no matter how you bluster.
I agree. There's nothing compelling in that evidence.
All right, take a drink, Judge. I'm definitely losing the judge's confidence in me here. And he's always had so much. Oh, so, okay.
Start pressing.
Pressing?
Shove her.
Yeah. See if anything
It's a
comes
rad
up.
double press. These props for the new show, what kind of things were they?
Just stuff. A blow-up doll, an anchor, Red Stash's costume, the bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume and the new props were all there.
Wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? There's no red mustache, right? Is that the difference?
Yeah,
Might
he
be.
didn't have a red stash.
They did emphasize the mustache and the scarf, so.
Yeah, or the scarf, yeah. You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate?
Come on, Phoenix, what are you nitpicking my testimony for?
It's my job. If we look at the body, we see that there's a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume. But you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck.
What?
I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume for the new pirate show.
Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show. Featuring the dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf. Although I have to say, it just looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume.
So, yeah. Chiron Swag, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much. He's a cheap motherfucker.
That classic pirate term. Cheap motherfucker.
But you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf.
Maybe he was wearing a white scarf and it got red because it was blood everywhere. But in this photo, I believe I see a red scarf.
Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck. It's just draped on top of his neck.
Oh, I suspect Don Draper.
Madman. He went mad.
Third person.
That red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. It must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down.
Oh, I see. That's a funny way of falling.
It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all.
So the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case? But there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on. The timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon.
And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me.
Who's writing slash?
Your feeble pairing is for pussies.
Oh,
As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
I heard that new Garfield movie is a puss-pounding time.
Objection!
Objection, he
Sorry.
said a swear.
Soupy, there's a review on Twitter going around where somebody tried writing, you're going to have a pulse-pounding good time going to see the Garfield movie, but they accidentally wrote puss-pounding good time. So,
I can't imagine a Garfield movie where either of those apply.
I know, the pulse-pounding thing was really strange as well.
Yeah.
I'm so excited by Garfield.
I don't think, I honestly don't think pulse was the original word at all.
But it's such a boring review otherwise. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances of the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. I apologize to the chat.
And why, pray tell, is that?
Oh, I'll tell you all right.
Yeah.
If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it.
Can we fix it? No, it's fucked.
Yes, Mr. Wright. Please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell?
The bite's on his side.
Why would that...
Like,
it-
why would the
Is it not
Why-
the head bump?
the body was not in the water after the things fell? How did he get a bite in his side if he wasn't in the water after the
What?
things fell?
I mean, we're
He's
talking...
already
The body wasn't in the water.
he was in the water and got bit and then brought back up and then the things fell. He was trying to get people's attention to let them know he was dead.
But I guess I don't understand why that would prove the timing of it.
Because this photo was taken when the things have fallen and he's not in the water and he already has a bite.
Okay, I'll do it. We'll see what happens.
That's my feeling.
Wouldn't it not be the scarf?
Please
guess
focus
not.
on this point.
That point? I don't see any particular problem there.
Right here. No, I mean, right around here. To, somewhere over there-ish. And please also take a look at this area over here as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, your point is gradually expanding to include the entire photograph.
My knees are gradually expanding to accept this fucking dick.
What?
I'm tired.
Okay, I deserve that.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry. My knees are expanding. The items that fell were props for the new show. A blow-up dolphin, an anchor, the bag of coins, the red scarf, swords. If the body was dragged into the pool after the items fell, then a certain piece of evidence shouldn't still be in this photograph.
Yeah, then he shouldn't have the red scarf on top of him, right? All right, please try that again.
Because if the items fell after Sorry, if the items fell and then the body was dragged, it would be under him.
Take that!
This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body.
What? I thought it was the bites.
In other words, the victim was the fucking Shinderu bullshit. Was all Henshin, thank you, Cat Queen of Gravity, for saving me. Was already
the victim was all
dead.
Henshin.
Was when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon.
Silence.
Shut the fuck up. But it was the hands who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with.
He's like, well, I take it back.
I appreciate what you said, Jewelry Jelly.
Beep, beep, beep,
Well, yes, that's true.
beep, beep. Do you intend to abandon your original argument?
After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong, and I abandoned that argument quicker than Apollo's mother abandoned him.
Wow.
Damn.
Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body.
After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead.
But then, Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool. I do apologize if that was too harsh in the chat. And knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. For the record, I think she shouldn't have done it, and it was silly that she did. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition.
It wasn't you that said that, Martin. It was Phoenix.
That's right. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items.
But that's preposterous!
We killed him with different items.
Oh. Even still, your argument is lacking.
Lacking.
If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death.
Clock up.
Von Ragnar, thank you for the clock up there.
Then how do you propose the victim was killed?
Happy Mother's Day, Beast Henshin. Yeah.
A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was.
All right. I doubt I have no clue would go over well.
All right, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body.
What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool.
And who did it?
And who did it? I wonder if there's something that would explain both of those things at once.
How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool?
That fat ass of his.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that be
No, that would
actually
make
like
him
a
float.
flotation? Yeah,
He actually has no ass.
he's got reverse ass.
And kill.
On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool. But in real life, the water would just cause the body to float.
Right. Hold on. Water?
And what if he had negative ass?
Okay, what if we flip that ass around? What if there was no ass? Then the body would go right down in an instant. So could the real manner of death be having no ass?
He fucking fell too fast and too hard from no ass.
Thanks for the great hint, Athena.
What? I helped you and I didn't even know it?
This man has no ass. Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death.
You heard it here, folks. If you don't have an ass, it will kill you.
I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death?
Jack No Ass Shipley. What's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? Falling?
Torment has no stash and no ass.
Is it-
Falling, I
yeah. Please take a look at this
think. Or
diet.
assault.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you got there. And I did. Please take a look at... Oh, we've got a high up going.
Turn down for what?
Wow, Karika and Arikios, thank you for your combination of high up and turn down for what? Please take a look at this diagram of the Orca pool. I'm pretty sure that's how this guy was killed, with that turn down for what situation.
Yeah.
If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. Thump.
He would drop straight down. Oh my. Could that be the true matter of death?
The Orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water...
Cast off.
Thank you for the cast off there, Meteor Thunder. Then he would, without question, have fallen to his death.
Death from a fall.
And that's your answer.
It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body, too.
Yeah, Juggernaut, I was thinking that 62 feet was not much for an orca.
I also
That's why the orca killed the man.
Yeah.
I feel like I doubt that tank is 60 feet tall, to be honest.
Vampiro, thank you for the here's one. The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. After doing something, the pool water washed...
Somehow Palpatine returned.
The pool water washed away any signs of blood so no one would realize that he fell. Snoopy's making the ass jokes and the Star Wars references today. I feel like
Who am I?
body swapped.
Damn. Time for Martin and Soupy to get married. Sorry about the
Surprisingly,
whole
that actually
lesbian
makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah, it does, Judge. I'm so glad somebody else thinks so.
I had a good run while it lasted.
Yeah. Time for me to take on the lesbian burden.
Pool patine.
Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. If falling was the matter of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit, as the defense claimed?
Yes, it would have to be what I said. All that needs to be explained now is everything. Is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone?
What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not.
Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know?
She knows kill and maim.
Well, there's jumping and dancing and playing volleyball. And she can spin and do the rock and roll trick and sing the swashbuckler spectacular song.
What's the rock and roll trick?
Yeah.
Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case.
She's practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's a human rocket where she shoots someone up into the air. And then there's the lifesaver trick where she brings a drowning person to the surface.
So presumably, one of these, or both of these, were used to, or at least to bring
Probably
him back.
the lifesaver one, because if she brings it up, it's probably her just like grabbing on with her mouth. And
Like, he's dead, let me
bringing
save
the
him.
person- Yeah, exactly.
Hey, one of these top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. Now, which of those 2 tricks sounds relevant to the case? So in the lifesaver
Rockets up a dead body to the surface.
Yeah. So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct?
Yeah, you caught it!
Oh.
Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth, though. She kind of killed the last 3 kids we tried. So sometimes she bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin.
Jesus.
Or a child. She's never hurt one child or multiple
A person
children.
or a child. Okay.
She brings a drowning person to the surface? Then that must be it.
And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth.
That matches up perfectly with what Mr. Plume said in her testimony.
The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick command to manipulate Orla.
I still find this very hard to believe.
Then let's see it for ourselves. Oh, let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy. A really upsetting practice dummy.
Huh. As you wish.
The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed.
Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey, Marlon, are you ready over there?
Okay, let me just go get the practice dummy. I brought it with me.
Hurry.
Oh, I'm at the place. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha.
Hurry. Here goes Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver.
And that comes through over the phone, does it?
Anime.
There's like a screen in there for the, for them to see the whale.
Right. But I'm saying the noise that she made, that comes through just fine over phone.
Oh, yeah.
The clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it.
Tweet, give me a tweet.
Tweet them
I want-
peeps.
Tweet pics. And there you have it.
Orla's new trick, secret new trick, and secret new fetish.
Oh God. Neither of them a secret now. Well,
that it's not very
is really
secret.
something. Cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody. Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance.
That was great. That awesome trick captured everybody's heart. Ho ho ho! Wonderful. I wish I could see more.
Alright, that was pretty cool.
Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell.
I do love marine mammals.
Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm requesting further investigation.
I've got one. Everyone's saying Finn picks when and only Finn's. How about this? Gil's gone wild.
All right, I need to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
But I do.
Sure.
seriously need to.
No worries. Soupy, do you need to take a break at all?
Yeah, I will also be right back in that
Sure
case.
thing. I'm glad that my joke could clear out the call. All right, we're taking a quick break while we tend to our offline duties. I have a cat with me. Pepper the cat is sitting pretty on top of the computer. Whoa! Frog Commander, thank you for the raid there. You were playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which is a game that a series of games that I've not played, and I should play on stream as I said I wanted to, way back when. But yes, thank you so much for the raid there from Frog Commander. It makes me think of the adventures of Bucky O'Hare, where they were up against a bunch of toads. Not battle toads, space toads. But I assume that you as a Frog Commander, you're not You're not with the Toads. You're not one of the bad guys from Bucky O'Hare. But welcome. We're playing Ace Attorney. Pepper has just actually woken up. I started talking about him, and he decided to get up and sit down on the floor. Hey, Pepper. How are you doing? The people on the stream chat say hi, Pepper. He's not listening. He's not listening. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for the stream today. We're not quite done. We're probably going to go for another hour at least. But we are currently mid-DLC case of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. It's the 5th game in the Ace Attorney series. Technically the 7th game if you include both investigation spin-offs. But as part of the main series, it's the 5th game. And I'm rather enjoying the DLC case quite a bit. It's got a lot of...
You got a great butt.
It's got a lot of great butts. Thank you, Evil Treesock, for the resubscription with Prime and for saying butts. One of my favorite words. One of my favorite objects. Evil Treesock, I do appreciate it. It's a very specific image your name conjures up. Because Treesock sounds like it would be handy. Like all them roots all gnarled and curved and knotted and stuck together, and you're like let's give you a nice sock. At least then your feet, your roots will be clean. But you're saying you're an evil tree sock. So there's something sinister about that. It's almost like the sock is a trap. Maybe you're gonna stop the tree from siphoning energy from the ground. What do roots do? I'm sure when I was a kid I knew what roots were for, but right now... Oh, E-Man, we should get a rate my butt command in this chat. How would that work? What would that entail? Would it be like exclamation mark rate butt and then give it a number? And then you'd be like, this username gives the butt a this out of 10. That's not a bad idea, actually. We should have more butt-themed interactions. Rate Kaiba's butt. Now, that's a challenge, honestly. As an ass aficionado, I don't know how I would rate Kaiba's butt, because frankly, he doesn't really have one, but it's Kaiba. So his butt obviously is somewhat impressive in the sense that it's one of the most valuable butts in the world, presumably. It's probably Pepper. No.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Pepper jumped up on the...
Pepper heard you talking shit.
Yeah. Pepper jumped up immediately onto the desk. Pepper, you gotta watch out. That stuff's you're gonna turn something off, or you're gonna turn something on that shouldn't be on. Pepper, no. Gutter the wave. It's all right, buddy. You lay down. You lay down. He has been very needy the last 48 hours, and I think part of it, for those of you who don't know, our one cat Meatball was having he was a bit under the weather. He was having some stomach issues, and he wasn't eating, and he was feeling very low energy, and he was lethargic. We took him into the vet, and he got given some medication. He's feeling much better, but as a result of him being under the weather and not eating, we've been trying to feed him, and Pepper has been taking advantage of all the attempts to feed him. So anytime he won't eat, Pepper will be like, oh, I'll have that. So I think Pepper is like, wait, you guys will give me food? Yeah, you guys will give me food if I just hang around and bother you? Okay, sure. I'm down with this. Oh, he's resting.
He's a stray, though, so that's probably just what he's used to.
It's true. It's true. Tierly TT, thank you for the hoo-ha redeem. And Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the good wishes to Meatball. He is doing much better. He's chirping and purring very loudly, which he was not doing for a good 48 hours, which was very concerning because he's a very loud boy. But he's back to being loud. He's back to making noise.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He was the only one who barely let me pet him.
That he is very nervous around people. Unless you're Marin, he will keep a distance.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay, so I just need to be Marin.
You just need to body swap from me to Marin.
Yeah, to pet the cat.
Yeah. I think that's a good use of body swap powers. What's wrong,
I think
Pepper?
you're right.
Oh, we'll just give Marin a few minutes. I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. Oh, hey, you know what is a big thing? I can talk about it now because the movie came out last week. Publicly, the new Gundam Seed Freedom movie I got to reprise my role as Herbert von Reinhard in the dub, who was actually in the, I think they're called Dom Troopers unit, and Marin is actually the voice of Hilda, who is the leader of the unit. So I was a sub to Marin's Dom in the Gundam Freedom Seed,
Wow.
Gundam Seed Freedom movie.
Hello.
Hello,
We're
Marin.
talking about
Welcome
Hilda.
back.
We were talking briefly. I just remembered that we could talk about it now.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in that dub.
And I matched my pre-T voice again.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Did it sound good? I don't actually know.
I think it
You
sounded
were
good.
listening to me. You think it sounded pretty convincing?
Oh, there's a clip. If you search Gundam Seed Freedom on YouTube, opening 7 or 9 minutes. I think it's like 9 minutes. You get the first 9 minutes of the dub and the sub on YouTube, and Marin pops up as Hilda. In fact, you can hear me. I'm like the second voice you hear in that clip.
In Walla. You're
In
one of the
Walla, yeah,
background
you can hear me running, and then you hear me get blown up.
guys. Mhm. And then you get blown up again.
I get blown up multiple times in that movie.
Yeah.
But as a named character, Herbert von Reinhard, spoilers, has like 3 lines and then he gets exploded.
It's funny because like before we went in, I was expecting like both of us to just get like cannon
Yeah.
fodder. But no, I'm in a pretty decent chunk
You
of the
stick
movie.
around. You take revenge for my death, I think.
Oh, good for me.
I don't know if revenge is what you're doing, but you yell for my man.
I was shocked though when I went in and like, you know, because she's like this fiery redhead with an eye patch, and the voice that I gave her was like, "What's up? I'm Hilda," and I'm like, "What?"
The saddest part for me was that there was a moment when I recorded for the remastered dub of the series, where Herbert started talking, and I gave him a British accent initially. I was like, well, this guy kind of looks like he could be, you know, he could sound like this. And they were very resistant to it. And then Michael Sinter-Nicholas came in and said, why can't he be English? And I was like, yeah, Michael Sinter-Nicholas, the Dark Magician, is
He's
rooting
on my
for me.
side.
But they ended up saying no.
Aw, fucked up.
Curse you.
All right. I guess
All
Von
right.
Reinhardt isn't the most English sounding name.
I would be upset that they weren't like, let's make him German, and you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's go shoot the coordinators.
Monsters is right. I'm dead now.
I am dead.
All right. Do we want to jump back in the game?
I suppose it is
Sure.
time.
You said this line already, Soupy?
Yes.
I expelled all my disgust.
There, he's doing it now himself.
Ah! That was me in the bathroom.
Tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell. You have to answer the judge politely.
Oh my god, he's doming him.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in.
See, here's an example of an abusive character who's very nice to people.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually am really into that sort of dynamic. TBH.
That's what I'm saying!
In fiction. In fiction.
Soupy came unleashed.
Feral
That's
food.
what I'm saying.
Suddenly we added some red pepper in the broccoli cheddar.
Speaking of pepper.
And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it, you abusive smiler.
Nope, I couldn't.
What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for? I don't care about their relationship.
Ugh. I've been waiting for this.
Mama, what's wrong?
Oh, and what is that?
An updated autopsy report.
Where's the party horn? Play the party horn.
Yeah, play
Okay.
the
What? Why did it have to come now?
That's what she said.
What's happening?
Yes, I ordered the body to be re-examined. That was the sound I make when I come right now.
No.
Hey, phrasing!
Something-
Thank you, ELO20XX, for the phrasing redeem.
Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here.
I take it you'd like me to read it? Very well.
Duh.
Cause of death. Thought to be from a 65-foot fall. That is so specific.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Shipley's autopsy report. Instant death from a brain contusion. There are signs of blunt force trauma all over the body.
You
Someone
mean
took a
blunt
giant-
force trauma?
A giant yaoi paddle and beat him with it.
But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory.
What? It's something good for a change?
It's like, you mean the autopsy is updated in my favor this time?
Holy shit.
If the matter of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible.
This man partied too hard.
We can't sue this orca.
It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven.
I suppose I can't deny that.
This prosecutor is eepy.
I'm quite eepy.
This is fantastic. You did it, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved.
Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate?
It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Ora Shipley...
Objection? Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And now we gotta find the real killer.
That is a happy whale.
No way. The whale's like, what is even going on? I had no idea my life was in danger.
The whale's like, this show was more elaborate than usual.
You did it! Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Atina.
Thank you, Haru Anki, for subscribing for 7 months there.
Orla and Marlin, thank you too.
Congrats, Sasha.
Fweet, fweet, give me a fweet pips.
Time to celebrate. Go on. Eat up. Rock
Give me your
Roland.
toes. Num 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 num.
Rock Roland, thank you for the 10 bits. I've never seen a VTuber model convey surprise as accurately as I have just there. For which bit? Oh, for the not guilty?
Fweet, fweet, fweet. Yeah, all those toes.
Okay.
Glad to see everybody so happy. And I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict.
Okay.
Thank you, right, Dono.
Huh? For what?
LOL. The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear.
Sasha did it? Is that what they're saying now?
Fulbright. Arrest this woman.
There you go. Okay. Phoenix never thinks more than one step ahead.
That's not his
most
job.
men.
Crushed level. Thank you for the hydrate
Yeah,
command.
true.
Most men are like, what? That's what they're like.
That is the classic man.
Consequences for my actions?
Most men are like, what? And most women are like, what? That's comedy.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly. Right away, Prosecutor Blackwell.
I want a version of the Thinker statue from these games, but when you make the speaker make a noise, it just goes, what? Pepper.
Pepper's like, what?
Sasha Buckler, you are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley.
I don't know how you're not hitting any dangerous buttons here, Pepper.
Yar!
What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have?
A woman just said what? Come now. You must have had some idea in the back of your little mind.
No, I
You're
really
not thinking
didn't.
More than one step ahead, as the usual. Only trans men think. The true culprit manipulated the orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that?
Who is this?
It can only be the orca's traitor!
Nirvana PSN with a brilliant "The Buckler did it" line.
The buckler. Oh.
But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence.
Up the shut fuck! I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments.
But I'm quite based.
Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death.
Ew. Yeah.
Bitch.
What? No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death. She couldn't have done it.
Pepper, come on now. I don't know why you're acting up. Rock Rulin. Oh, Absorb Queen. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Yes, the only person who could have possibly manipulated Orla is this person who's been fighting tooth and nail to convince people that Orla didn't do it. Got a good point there, Rock Rulin. And thank you, Vice Grimson, for getting us, first of all, on a level 1 hype train again. So thank you for also resubscribing to Tier 1 for 62 months in a row. Hope you're doing well, Martin. Thank you for all the hard work and wonderful content. Please keep being yourself. You're always very kind, Vice. I do appreciate it. And even when a cat is biting me, I still have a lot of gratitude toward you.
5 years.
Crazy, yeah. Holy shit, 5 years. Thank you for the 5 years there, Vice. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Fulbright.
I have... This cat is literally... Its teeth are bared, and its eyes are wide, and it's staring up at me. But it seems very content. But I also think he'll bite me if I put my hand anywhere near him.
Baby,
Give
baby.
him a little tap tap, see what happens.
Baby, baby, Ninja Warlord.
Baby, baby.
He asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs.
Baby.
He's giving me such a look.
Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the Orca pool room.
Somehow it was this guy.
After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in.
Objection!
But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded. Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the 20 bits. Don't bite the Karibo, they explode. I wish I could show you guys what... Oh! He fell down, okay.
He tried. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident.
Apple Tum Tum, you say poor Pepper. He kind of rolled off my lap, that's all that happened. He was
He's
like...
too stupid.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that when he's in
He is a
someone's...
little silly.
Yeah, when he's in someone's lap, there is a way to fall. Lanny Pator with a very nice raid there. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Pator. 69 people. Nice. Cat Queen of Gravity, thank you for cashing in your starships for a doodle-la-la-la-la-la-doodle-la. And thank you, Lanny. You came to us from a Helldivers 2 stream. I hope that democracy was defended efficiently. Nice, Lanny. King Shitpost, thank you for the follow. And Eldin Wild, thank you for following. We are playing some Ace Attorney Dual Destinies DLC. I'm joined by Marin, my partner in life and in streams. And of course, our good friend, Soupy. Domadet, thank you for the follow there.
Good.
Democracy! Good to have you here, Lanny. We're gonna... We're not fighting for democracy, we're fighting for justice today, but,
In justice we trust.
in justice we trust. Did we say this?
Oh, we just found out the whale was innocent.
Yes, we defended a whale.
But now a woman did it.
So, Miss Trainer, what were you arguing about?
Megan Trainor's here?
It was a private matter about his life and death. But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous. It was just his last will and testament.
We just had one of them murder meetings.
Yeah.
What a bunch of
Cat Queen of
It was just something he would happen to fall into an empty pool about.
Cat Queen of Gravity, thank you for the 100 bits. The whale is still sus. Wouldn't it be funny if we just got stuck in a Mobius strip of defending both of them? Like, we prove that she didn't do it, so we go back to the whale.
But that whale looks like he's pleased that she's innocent. So now I think that that whale actually is covering up for the fact that she was covering up for the fact that the whale was actually doing it.
Classic scape whale, as opposed to a scapegoat.
Ms. Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning.
The most...
I know how to say that.
The most cunty way of saying suspicious. Subalicious.
Suspicious.
You suspected Miss Buckler from the start?
That's when you think your sub is not actually a sub. You're a top, aren't you?
No.
You're just too tired to top.
Shut up.
It's me. The orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so.
Somebody points out, why were you trying to pin it on the orca if you always suspected it wasn't the orca? Well, I think in the case of someone like Blackwell, he wants to legally establish that the thing that he knows is not true isn't true before he actually bothers to point the finger in the right direction. It's obviously really ultimately because it's a video game.
Well, we were the ones who begged to put the whale on trial. Was the
We
thing.
literally begged. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
We were just gonna put it down.
It's true.
Yeah.
Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. Like all women.
Oh,
The possibility the orca killed the victim. The possibility a human manipulated the orca. I looked into both.
oh, that's the dual destinies. So he suspected both
That's what
Sasha...
it meant all along.
It's just about a whale and a woman. So he suspected
what
both
all this
Sasha
is
and
about?
Orla. So he suspected both Sasha and Orla all along.
He oraled and Sashal.
He had to give him an Orla exam.
My gratitude to you. After all, you were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley.
I love that this is like the evil monologue of, ha ha ha, you just saved the whales, you fool.
You
fucking
idiot.
What's next? Cleaning the ocean?
No!
All right, come along then. Let's have a good long talk.
Wait! I didn't kill the captain! And I would never try to frame Orla!
You were specifically arguing against Orla being the killer.
Why would I hurt the ones I love like that?
Sasha.
Phoenix! Athena! You gotta believe me,
So is this how One Piece starts?
Yeah. The one piece of evidence that we need to prove Sasha Buckler innocent.
Right.
Sasha didn't kill him. I believe that with all my heart. There's
She
gotta
died.
be something we could do. She died.
I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently?
Mhm.
But
Could
never
I have
in,
lawyered Harler?
but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this. This is classic Phoenix Wright, though. The first case back, he's defending a whale, and then he implicates a woman. Never go down.
At least it's not Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yar.
It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect. But this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, Aura Shipley. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned.
I I think having played as many Phoenix Wright games as we have now, the Judge really has kind of remained in my top, like, 3 characters. Like, I really like the Judge as a character.
I do
He's
like the
really
Judge.
funny.
He's literally the only constant.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, is that he's always there. There's no matter what they
Judge
do.
will never die.
Yeah,
Judge will never let us down.
he's like the only character that's always there for Phoenix, but he's not there for him at all.
Oh man. I bet the Judge calls Phoenix son.
July, oh,
And that makes him feel real weird, like in a good way.
July 21st, 1:13 p.m., Write Anything Agency. Sure thing, Arikios?
That was a big sigh, Athena.
Big sigh.
Big yawn.
Did you lose the case?
No, we won. The defendant was found not guilty.
Turns out that's not always good, you guys.
Huh. Then why are you so dejected?
Daddy, were you being mean to her?
I'm mean to all women.
That's true.
Except for you, Tracy. You're not a woman. You're a perfect baby angel.
I'm a sugar daddy.
What?
He
Also
can't
true.
be mean to me, otherwise he'll be out on the streets.
That's why she's a perfect baby angel.
What? Picking on the new kid? Not cool, Mr. Wright. Not cool.
Wait a minute. Talk about false accusations. Oh, sure thing, Azulmagia. You have VIP status, so you should be fine. We were able to prove the defendant's innocence.
Is it the diamond that indicates the VIP status?
Yes.
But then Sasha got arrested instead.
Killing 121, thank you for the hydrate command.
I'm gonna do it too.
It's true, Dark Jade. I think that judge has seen some shit.
So that's what happened. That's too bad.
1 second, the dog is asking to go out, so I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Now it's time for us to peg.
It's pegging time.
It's pegging time. All right. So you know what though? I could use a little help. And I was gonna ask you about this anyway, so we can discuss this.
Yeah.
And distract everything. So, all right. It's obviously not Phoenix and Miles, right? Because I'm 50 Shades of Graying this shit. I'm changing the names to Benjamin,
Yeah.
to Benjamin Hunter and Nick Tadashi, because Tadashi means correct. And
Okay.
like, how can I Google translate this into working? But now I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, what is the mutual bond that brings them together? Because honestly, if it were up to me, I don't think Phoenix would lust after a man for as long as he has, just because he defended him from stealing some lunch money when he was 9. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I think I need to figure out what the mutual backstory is that makes them lust after
Okay.
each other.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So the lunch money thing still happens, but also when they're kids, they kiss, and then Miles disappears.
Oh, all right. And then they like meet up again.
Changes
as adults.
everything.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. See, I was kind of thinking, like, what if like Phoenix had like a dad that was a trucker and never home, and his mom was dead, and then like Miles let him come over a lot, and his dad let him come over a lot, and then his dad dies, and then like Nick is there through the death of his dad, and that's kind of what brings them together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's good.
like, yeah, because I'm also kind of like, I don't know
I'm
if I
back.
want. Hello, welcome back. I was kind of like, I don't know if I want them to like separate and have that separation. I kind of want the yearning
Yeah.
to build when they're right next to each other.
Okay.
But I do like the idea of them kissing and then like coming back and then just not talking about it.
What's going
All
on?
right. I was
We're talking about the Pegging
discussing.
cinematic universe.
Yeah, we're discussing like what the potential, because I'm AUing my 26,000 word Phoenix Miles Callisto U threesome fanfiction, wherein Callisto U manipulates both Phoenix and Miles to come into the jail that she is in, and then she tricks them into having a sexy threesome, because she's like, you two need to fuck, hurry up.
No, yeah. What was
So,
what was
but-
this conversation about then?
I was like, what's the backstory? What's
Oh,
the backstory?
right,
Because
right.
it can't be Phoenix Wright. I mean, it can if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. I want to pretend that it's not.
All right. You said this, Soupy?
Yes.
So what are you two going to do now?
We're going to get to the bottom of this. I don't believe for a second that Sasha did what they're accusing her of.
I don't believe it either. I won't give up. Boss, let's go see Sasha and tell her we want to represent her.
Right now, I imagine she's still being questioned by the police. Let's get started on the
police.
Oh. Let's get started on the investigation. That was Trucy. That was the weird thing. Let's get started on the investigation first and look for proofs of her innocence.
I do think that every time Trissy walks by a cop, she goes.
She 200% does. That bitch was a pickpocket.
And then she just disappears.
Yeah. Oh
No, here's
God.
what happens. She brings out Mr. Hat and gets him to say fuck the police at them, and then they arrest him.
She takes out the backpack and fucking runs while he's getting the handcuffs put on.
A perfect crime.
Oh my God.
All right.
She goes through a lot of Mr. Hats.
She does.
And they never put together that it's actually her. They
Well,
always think it's
Phoenix always posts bail for him.
Mr. Hat has an insane rap sheet.
Damn, so it's just cheaper to bail him out than to make a new Mr. Hat.
Very
Yeah.
much so. Let's get started on the investigation first and look for proof of her innocence.
Sounds like a plan. Just leave the office to me and Polly, Daddy.
If there's anything I can do to help, just please, for the love of God, let me be part of the game.
Let me help, please.
Thanks. If you could organize the evidence and clean the office, that'd be great.
I mean, anything I could do as a lawyer.
Unnecessary evidence given to unnecessary Apollo. That takes care of that. Time to head to the scene of the crime. That was fucking funny. July 21st, Ship-Shape Aquarium, Orca Pool. Pepper, don't come up here.
Huh? There's no water in the pool. Orla, where are you?
Oh. Sweet Willy. I can hear her at the bottom of the pool. Maybe there's some water down there. It was already fucking tiny.
Orla sounds so sad. Maybe she misses Sasha.
Maybe she's
Or
in a
maybe-
fucking tiny
Or maybe
container.
she just has no water. I don't know.
Yeah.
It must be that she misses Sasha.
Careful there, you shouldn't get right up to the edge like that.
Wow, Ron Swanson in a crazy cameo.
Yeah. Hello, how many eggs do you have? Delete all pictures of Ron!
You don't want to end up like the victim.
Of Ron Swanson.
The egg-pacalypse.
Besides, the police are still conducting their investigation here. Don't go poking around.
Give me all of your bacon. I don't think you heard me. I said all of the eggs and bacon you have.
Detective Fulbright. Ugh. Is something wrong, Miss Lawyer? You look angry. I object to you arresting Miss Buckler.
Oh, Von Ragnar, this is a DLC case that actually takes place before most of the cases in this game.
Yeah. We had the exact same reaction when he pops up. We were like,
Yeah.
boo, pussy, boo.
Detective, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case, if you don't mind. The Azulmagia, thank you. Oh, the Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Do you think Phantom Fulbright is secretly judging all of these murder schemes and mentally going, I could have killed this person twice as efficiently? Well, you know that he's criticizing the lack of extreme jump from top of building, you know, onto ladder, because he
true.
intentionally did that.
Go right ahead.
All right.
So that's your symbol of justice, is it? Well, this is mine.
We probably had this conversation. Wow, he can whip that badge out pretty fast.
We can top that. Take this. Twin attorneys badges.
Now we are double attorneys.
No fair. 2 against 1. No fair. Your police badge is bigger and flashier. What? You dare to call me unfair? Me, the very model of justice itself? Boss, I'd say we won this round.
Yeah. Athena, in this battle, there are no winners.
Yeah. We have to interact with Fulbright at all. We're all losers. Especially him. He's the biggest loser.
I have nothing to say about that.
You shouldn't, bitch, because you're a loser!
If you're lawyers of any metal, you'll find the answers for yourselves.
All right.
What do you think about this dead guy?
Not really much to ask him about at the moment. Why arrest Buckler?
Miss Buckler is 100% innocent, so why did you arrest her? I understand your desire to believe in her, but the fact remains that she's suspicious. Right now, there are investigators on the scene, so you can come in as you please. But ordinarily, a security card is required to enter this Orca pool room. The victim and Sasha Buckler were the only ones who possessed this card. And yesterday, the day of the incident, there's proof the suspect's card was used.
Security card added to the court record. A key card for gaining access to the Orca pool. Only the victim and Sasha had one.
Objection! Somebody else could have used Miss Buckler's card. Oh my. I guess that would be one possible explanation. Didn't I sound just like a lawyer right there?
Yeah. We'd kind of be in trouble if you didn't.
Except, the suspect confirms she entered the room at the time the record states. She said she was here from 3 until 6 a.m. on July 20th. Apparently, she was giving the Orca pool room a good cleaning.
Cleaning? In the middle of the night?
Yeah, she said that a lot of the heavy-duty cleaning is done at night.
That is when I clean my toilet.
From 3 to 6, and then 6 to 9, and then
Yeah.
9 to 12. The suspect also admits that she was fighting with the owner before his murder. What's more, nobody saw the victim again until he met with the Nobody saw the victim again after he met with the suspect. Objection. There must be something I can object to in there somewhere.
Save your objections for tomorrow's trial. By the way, Detective Fulbright, do you think Miss Buckler's questioning is over?
No, not yet. But I told the guy in charge to take it easy on her. Why? Is something wrong? Oops. Forget I said anything. It doesn't concern you two anyway.
But it does concern us. We intend to represent Miss Buckler.
What? You do? In that case, I have a favor to ask. Could you get this medicine to her?
Medicine? Looks like a prescription from Hickfield Clinic. I've spent some time at that hospital myself. Pepper.
We confiscated it from her home when we were doing a search. We were checking for whales at her house. I can't get away here, so if you could make sure she gets it, that would be great.
Just a routine whale inspection.
Medicine, huh? Does Miss Buckler have some illness? I think that's the kind of question you'd better ask her. In justice we trust. Now I need to get back to the investigation.
Prescription bag added to the court record. She got so in character she got scurvy.
All the vitamin C just left her body.
We can give it to her as soon as they let us talk to her. And we have to return her calendar to her as well. We can't see Sasha or investigate. We should question people at the aquarium. All right. Hey there, Giselle Little G. So I guess we'll go to the tunnel?
Sure.
The girl calendar. All right. Any thoughts on the medication?
Oh, I get it. Your current state of mind is gather all the information we can get. But let's concentrate on useful information from now on, okay, boss?
All right. Calling me out there.
Stop fucking around.
It's time to find out.
Violent little girls.
July 21st, Shipshape Aquarium, the Pub of Danger.
Pub danger.
Huh? That door is open. It was closed yesterday.
That's suspicious as hell.
That's suspicious.
Well, you know what we have to do, right?
Respectfully close it. Of course, boss. We sneak in and check it out.
Whoa, what the fuck?
The Penguin surveillance system is up and running.
Oh, is this Martin?
Yeah, I want to say this was you, Martin.
Oh shit. I've got to think of something for this.
Professor Oak.
Well, who barges into a person's lab without permission?
Eek! We're sorry.
My apologies, sir. She insisted. It's her. She's the thing. She's the one.
Don't throw me under the bus, Mr. Wright.
Killing. Thank you for the H2O. Redeem. Okay. This is Spike Spiegel ass motherfucker.
I always thought of him as a combination of Spike Spiegel and Dr. House.
The polite thing to do is knock and ask if you can come in. Now, start over.
And now Professor Oak. Yes, sir.
Man, but like Dr. House is like moderately attractive, and Spike Spiegel is like moderately attractive. and
Moderately.
Professor Oak is not attractive.
Tell that to Ash's mom.
Yeah.
Is she into him? I thought she was into Mr. Mime.
Now,
That is also true.
but only when Mr. Mime turns into Professor Oak.
Come in.
Thank you. Sorry to bother you.
Man, Spike is too skinny.
Now, what can I do for you? Medical problems?
Well, yes. I'm not feeling super good at the moment. We're not making any progress on this murder investigation, and...
Hey, miss, where is the patient? Don't you have your pet with you? Where's your Pokemon? Oh, wait a minute. That was my last job. This is the aquarium.
Sounds a little too British. The Psychic Space Cow, thank you for catching your starters for a...
That's for the Dr. House.
That was the Dr. House, yeah. Edwin, have you played this part of the game? It's been too long. This is the DLC, so it's possible that you haven't played this.
I was exhausted from all that questioning. I must have fallen asleep.
What's with this guy? What's with this guy?
My apologies. I just woke up and I was a little groggy.
My nap.
I'm Dr. Herman Crab.
Okay.
I'm shipshape. Bleh.
I forget sometimes, Marin, that you haven't played this.
I'm Shipshape Aquarium's resident veterinarian.
Oh, you're the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes mentioned yesterday.
And Rhymes also mentioned he hadn't seen Dr. Crab around. I wonder where he was.
Probably killing someone.
The Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Crab?
Son of a gun, this little thing doesn't let me get any sleep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I
Aw.
loved him in Final Fantasy 13.
What a cute little thing. Who is it?
A penguin chick. A Piplup. A member of the cold Pokemon. I don't know. Ice Pokemon? She lives in my hair.
It's just a water starter.
Water starter.
They use any pronouns.
Oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had a pet to live in my hair.
You have to weaken them first. Athena, no Pokemon allowed in my office.
Can he just give like random Pokemon tips?
Pepper.
He's like, I'm a Pokemon.
Aw, you're no fun.
If you two don't have any particular business with me, please leave. I have to get ready to make my rounds. Back in you go, little one, into your Pokeball. Wait, we'd like to ask you and that little guy a few questions to save Miss Buckler. Hold on. Don't tell me you're the curious pair who defended Orla. That's right. Please let us ask you a little about the case. Ah, you got a gym badge. Don't waste my time with useless nonsense. I'm sleepy, I tell you.
He says your badges are mid.
He won't even glance at it.
That's like showing him that you beat Brock, bro.
The tasteful thickness of it.
All right. Don't know if there's anything really to show him at this point, unless he knows anything about this security card.
No, I fucking don't.
All right. Herman Crab.
Dr. Crab, were you gone from the aquarium yesterday? That's right. I had some minor business at the Supermarine Aquarium.
Supermarine? That's a funny name for an aquarium.
The Supermarine Aquarium is the nation's biggest dolphin therapy treatment center. I go there myself. I'm friends with their dolphins.
Aw. You and Apollo were talking about animal-assisted therapy yesterday, weren't you?
I was listening. I go to the Supermarine once a month, but I live here, of course.
You
Why does he live there?
live here at the aquarium?
That's right.
That's expensive.
I have a sleeping bag here, and sometimes I use the nap room. I'm responsible for the health and well-being of all the Pokemon. If any of them have a sudden medical emergency, I'll be here to help them. Creepy grin.
Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you care about your work.
Nah. Hey, buddy. Is this young lady trying to pick a fight with me? Should I put up my dukes, as they say?
Not afraid to fight a girl.
I
Even
apologize.
if she is a lesbian.
I apologize for her, sir. She tends to be too honest.
It's weird. You're hanging out with your rival. You should be occasionally bumping into them every few hours in the game. Well, you're no paragon of politeness either, apparently. I'm gonna put up my dukes at you.
Stop talking about your Duke.
Can we see the penguin chick again?
Pokeball, go! No, actually don't. Stop. Don't come any closer.
Ow!
Holy shit.
I'm sorry she attacked you. She's too high level for me to control. She doesn't like anyone but me, I'm afraid. I was the first one she saw when she hatched, so she thinks I'm her parent. Little does she know, it was just a Ditto and another Piplup. She targets people from my hair, so please be careful. She's just like a little sniper, isn't she? Exactly! That's why I named her Sniper. Her mother's name is Rifle.
Sniper and rifle, huh? What a dangerous sounding mother and daughter.
So this is Rifle's daughter. Which means both mother and daughter now hate me.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Little penguins are generally belligerent little creatures. It's hard to get them to warm up. You have to give them rare candies. But they're nocturnal, so you might be able to touch them during the day, like a weirdo.
You and Sniper get along well, don't you? Just like Sasha and Orla.
But unlike Sniper and me, the two of them seem to truly understand one another. This one keeps me awake every night. I'm trying to use my Pokemon Sleep app. It doesn't work. Looks like I won't sleep until she leaves the nest.
Must be rough for him, but it's pretty cute to watch for us.
About the murder.
Can you tell me anything about Jack Shipley's murder?
Gah! I still can't believe Jack is gone. He's the one who brought me on board. How could he up and die on me? I tried taking him to the Poke Center, but nothing doing.
They went bum, 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 bum. No, Peppa, come down.
Did you and Mr. Shipley get along?
What have you been doing, buddy? What have you been doing, buddy? Huh? Are you wet? What's going on back here? You're a naughty
Probably
boy.
was cleaning himself.
He probably was.
He loved all the Pokemon, but I'm not like that.
He's so
He hates
slobbery.
them.
But I still took pride in my work as a vet, nonetheless. A Pokemon vet, what do you call them?
Focus Center Tech.
Nurse
Vet.
Joy.
Nurse Joy. We got along well enough as business associates. And it's thanks to him my laboratory is what it is today.
It is a pretty amazing laboratory.
Ah, you have discerning taste, I see. I could tell you more about my lab if you'd like.
Dr. Crab's lab.
The Crab Lab.
Grab.
Don't want to blab
Place
about
is
the
just
crab
filled
lab.
with electronics. What are those monitors for?
Essentially, they're digital medical records for all the Pokemon here. I can also view the feed from the visitor's corridor security camera here.
Josh Bunton, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 18 months. Happy Mother's Day to all. Yes, indeed. Happy Mother's Day to you. To everybody who is a mother or is near a mother at the moment, in close proximity to a mother.
Or is mother?
If you are a mother.
That way I can see that silly mother penguin when she tries to escape.
Happy day to the game mother.
Oh, and Killing121, H2O badge, thank you.
The water badge.
So you were the one who gave this security footage to the police?
No, I wasn't here yesterday, but I did give my permission for them to take it Pokemon Snap style. I rated their footage very poorly. Very few Pokemon. Just one
Too many
Wailord.
murders.
Yeah. And I gave them a statement about Jack and Sasha arguing.
Oh, so you were the one who witnessed it.
That's right. It was late in the evening of the 19th, maybe about midnight.
That's when we started investigating.
Right?
I saw them fighting near the Aqua Tunnel. I don't know what their argument was about, though.
Pepper, no. Are you sure you should be talking to us about this?
I'm not taking sides. I'll give information to anyone who wants it. What do you do with that information at Sasha's trial is up to you.
Wow, you're kind of rough around the edges, Dr. Crab, but you're a pretty nice guy.
You are trying to pick a fight, aren't you, young lady?
Aw, isn't that cute? He's easily embarrassed.
Beep, 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 beep.
Son of a gun! Are you hungry again already? And that silly mother penguin's nowhere to be found again.
He's like, I'll have to regurgitate my own food.
Beep, 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 beep.
Would you quit peeping in my ear, Pepper? Speaking of,
Is it because
Method
I'm?
acting.
I think it's because I'm going beep, beep, beep.
according to her walkie-talkie, rifle is somewhere around the Aqua Tunnel. If you see her, could you bring her to me? I have to go examine some other Pokemon.
No sweat. And this time I'll get her to like me too.
Rifle has escaped again? What is she, the Houdini of the penguin world? There's no guarantee we'll find her right away, but let's head for the aqua tunnel. Pepper, settle down, buddy. Come on, you little spicy boy. How we doing? Do we want to keep going?
I'm pretty tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
You want to
I
wrap
feel
up?
like this is probably a good place
We
to
can-
stop if we want to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given that we're in mid res, in media res, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Whichever one.
We proved the whale's innocence.
It's a pretty good
Yeah.
spot. I think we should pat ourselves on the back. Let's ignore the fact that we also implicated an innocent woman. The
Hey,
innocent,
we still did our job.
the innocent whale was in a worse spot, I think.
Yeah. That whale didn't get a choice.
It's just Karika. Thank you for the 50 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. Yes, indeed.
Bye.
It's always a good time. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can guarantee. Are we going to be streaming this next Sunday? I don't think there's anything stopping us.
Well, you want to go to that show, so we'll probably
That's
have
at
a hard out.
6:30. But yeah, we'll probably just have a hard out. We'll still intend to stream more Ace Attorney next week, next Sunday. We are going to raid Vixen VTuber, who's playing Bug Snacks. Let me do that real quick.
Is Bug Snacks like Viva Pinata, but bugs?
It's like Pokemon Snap, is my understanding.
Oh.
But with original creatures, not Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to raid Vixen. Looks like they have a bunch of guests on the stream. Feel free to hang out with them and have fun and give all the bug snacks to all the I don't know if the creatures are called bug snacks or if they eat them. I don't know anything about it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us this week, guys. And thank you to, of course, my lovely co-hosts. First of all, Marin, did you want to say anything to the stream chat?
Thanks for hanging out. Oh, that's it.
You saved all your energy for the goodbye. And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say before we pop off here?
Just thanks for chilling with us, everybody. I had a good time.
Pepper, you are not part of this.
But he
Oh my
wants to be so
goodness
badly.
gracious. All right. Well, thank you, Soupy, and thank you to all of you in the chat. We'll be back again next Sunday, and I'll see you then. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Stop trying to bite me, Pepper. Naughty boy. All right. Take care, folks. Bye.
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 Raid.